Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Keeta'Jay, and today I want to talk about what would have happened if Harry Potter would have ended up in Slytherin. Now, this is my opinion, this is my fan theory, but there's hundreds of others out there, so you guys may or may not agree. First of all, let's talk about the fact that Harry Potter was a hat stall. The Sorting Hat was not sure if he should have went into Slytherin or Gryffindor. Now, if you are not aware, the biggest reason why there was a hat stall for Harry, despite both of his parents being in Gryffindor, the biggest issue was Voldemort had part of his soul inside of Harry. Harry Potter was a Horcrux. If you did not know that, that is what it is. That is why in the movie, Harry had to die in order for that part of Voldemort to die along with him. Now, I think if Harry Potter would not have said anything about being in Gryffindor, he definitely probably would have ended up inside of Slytherin. He had abilities that didn't make sense for someone of his caliber. He didn't study like Hermione. He wasn't pure blood like Ron. So for him to be as advanced as he was as a wizard, it did not make sense. So Gryffindor would have been a better fit for him if part of Voldemort's soul was not inside of him. Now, the thing is this. I think Harry Potter would have traded up on Slytherin. He would have ultimately ended up working with Ron and Hermione despite being in a part of the Slytherin house, and he would have definitely made a change to that house because Harry Potter's true intentions and his true nature was more lined up with Gryffindor. His dad, his mom, Sirius, the people that molded that situation. Harry would have definitely ended up becoming friends with Hermione and Ron. He wouldn't have had anything in common with anyone from Slytherin. He would have definitely been an outcast. He just doesn't have that selfish, mean, cocky tendency that most Slytherins have. So he would have been an outcast and he would have had to still find friends. And ultimately, because he was Harry Potter, the child who lived when everyone else around him died, he would have ended up befriending people from different houses. He would have ended up still being friends with Ron and Hermione, considering that they encountered each other not at school, but on the train. Everything probably still would have happened the exact same way. He had no desire to be a part of Voldemort. He had no desire to be a part of Slytherin. And even if he would not have spoken out and said that he wanted to do Gryffindor and was sorted into Slytherin, he would have ultimately ended up helping Gryffindor because that is where he truly belonged. True Harry Potter, if he would have never became a Horcrux and he turned 11 and it was time for him to go off to Hogwarts, he would have been a pure Gryffindor. The only thing that set him apart is the fact that no one knew that he was a Horcrux except for Dumbledore. And now that is a little sticky because in the movies, they make it seem like Dumbledore was aware that Harry was a Horcrux, but in the books, it's a little touch and go. We can assume, but we're not 100% sure. So they basically kind of like just gives it to you in the movie. Now, I feel like I had this conversation with a couple of other fans, and I told them my theory. I felt like Harry would have gone to Slytherin, and still ultimately these movies would have still turned out the same, but I felt like it would have been a lot more interesting. It would have been a lot more interesting to see someone that was a part of Slytherin that was not concerned about the house reputation, but doing right and doing what was good and actually not hesitating to do the right things like we see other Slytherins do sometimes. Now, I had a friend tell me, no, there's no way Harry would have definitely fit in. Like, he would have fit in. He would have been, all about the house. But it's not true. I feel like it isn't true. Harry Potter, with that, he was more about his friends. He was more about finding the truth. He was more about doing what was right. And even if he never spoke up to the Sorting Hat saying that he wanted to go to Gryffindor, so Sorting Hat decided, oh, well, Slytherin it is, he would have ended up doing the right thing. And he would have been the first person in Slytherin to do the right thing and go against Voldemort and go against the Deathly Hallows. Like, he would have not allowed himself to become Malfoy or anyone else in that house. It just wasn't in him to do so. That thing that made him strong wasn't even him. It was a part of him that he wasn't even aware was there. And we see it as the books go on and we see it as the movies go on. I think the one thing that the movies did right was that they made sure that we understood that Harry was pure, and he just wanted to do what was right, and he just wanted to make sure that everyone was safe. He was not ever concerned about himself. He was never concerned about if he died. He just wanted to make sure that the people around him lived and they had happy lives, and if that meant putting himself at risk, he would do that. So him being in Slytherin, he would have turned against that house, because the one thing that Slytherins do is look out for their own. And Harry would not have been one of them. His own would have been Ron, Hermione, the twins, and so forth. That is who his own would have been. So he would have made sure he looked out for his own, even if that meant going against his house. So that is my theory. That is my thought and my opinions. You guys, please comment down below, like this video, share it, get the word out. Please subscribe and let me know what you guys think. If Harry would have became a part of Slytherin, do you think that he would have still helped out Ron and Hermione to stop everything that was happening around the school? Or do you think he would have became Malfoy's best friend and they would have tried to take the school down? You guys let me know in the comments. I love you guys. Bye.